Hey witches, so yesterday I mentioned the topic of like Christian witchcraft, which I know kind of seems like this abstract concept because in the Bible, the Bible pretty much condemns witchcraft, right? So there has been kind of this recent movement within the witch community to incorporate witchcraft back into Christianity. And when I say back into Christianity, I mean that truly, because Catholic Church kind of stuff, there were a lot of like things that we do today and think of as witchcraft that were just like normal, right? So essentially Christian witches kind of work with God as like the male energy figure, and also sometimes like an equal opposite, possibly like part of the same entity kind of deal, like this goddess or female energy, or an aspect of the entity that is God, right? If we think about like the aspects of God, in that is like the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. If we think about the triple goddess, like on the converse, in terms of like paganism, you have like the maiden, the mother, and the crone, right? So you have three aspects of a similar entity. Some witches kind of work with each aspect of like God as its own kind of like entity. So they're talking to Jesus, they're talking to the Holy Spirit, they're talking to God the Father, right? I also know Christian witches who work with like the Virgin Mary as an entity, and witches that work with like saints and angels. So really within Christianity, you kind of have like this wide breadth of things and energies that you can work with. So if you're trying to like, if you're kind of struggling with like, you know, your faith or anything right now, like, and you're seeing this, like, yes, you can be a Christian witch, like that is a thing. Like you can work with angels and you can work with, in fact, I very much invite you to like look into like what angels actually look like, because they are not like beautiful white people with wings. Like they're terrifying, like wheels of fire. Like it is very, very interesting and very cool. So if that is something that you're interested, I definitely definitely encourage you to look into it. Like if we think about it even further, like in terms of like recent history, not like in terms of recent history in that it wasn't 2,000 years ago, more like 1,000 years ago. In reality, the merging of like paganism and Christianity over like 1,000 years ago really kind of makes the two go hand in hand. So a lot of Christian holidays, like Christmas and Easter and All Saints Day, are essentially like they line up with the pagan wheel of the year, right? So if you are a Christian who is interested in mysticism and witchcraft and stuff like that, super invite you to look into it. A lot of things really line up, and I don't think people talk about that enough. So there's that. On the other side of things, there are two types of satanic witchcraft, right? So while you have Christian witches and like pagan witches, you also have satanic witches. But there are two different types, basically. Satanism is generally divided into like these two different factions. So on one hand, you have theistic Satanism, which is the worship of the devil as an entity. And then you have LaVeyan Satanism, which is an atheistic kind of, I don't want to say religion, but like practice, I guess, magical practice, that really relies on using your own energy to enact change. So LaVeyan Satanism is the type of Satanism that is practiced by the Church of Satan. You can literally buy a copy of the Satanic Bible like at Barnes & Noble. Like I have a copy. It's an interesting read. It's not for me. But anyways, if you are kind of like into exploring kind of an atheistic form of witchcraft, definitely give it a read. It's really, like, it's very entertaining to me. I, again, don't really take a whole lot of stock in it, but if that's kind of like your thing, definitely check it out. It looks like scary and like creepy, but it's just like be a good person, basically. But I want to make it super clear that like not all witches worship the devil. I don't worship the devil. I don't believe in the devil. I don't really believe in heaven or hell or like this dichotomy of God and the devil at all. I think it's really interesting. I love Christian like iconography. I love satanic iconography. I have literally in the bedroom, we have like a picture of like Jesus, and we're gonna put like a bunch of like crucifixes and stuff on it. And then on the opposite wall, I have like Baphomet. So I like really like the imagery, but in terms of like this video, I kind of want to like open up the floor to like Christian witches or satanic witches. Let me know how you practice, like tell me more. Is there something missing? Is there something I got wrong? I don't really, again, touch Christianity too much, and even touch really into like Satanism that much, just because I kind of see them as two sides of the same coin, and it's really just not something I want to like deal with, just based on my experiences with the church. So I kind of Again, love the iconography. I don't see any meaning behind it besides decoration personally, but so yeah, just like let me know if there's anything you think that I would find interesting about like Satanism or like Christian witchcraft. Please let me know, because I have a goal to read one like witchcraft book per month for like the rest of the year. I'm trying to go for 13, but like we'll see. And anyways, yeah, if there's something missing or like something I got wrong, let me know please. And I will follow up with this video. All right guys, I will talk to you guys tomorrow.